joining us. Our ticket window is always open on the website at 885fm.org if you're a contributing member to the station, and you can do that on the website as well. Your opportunity to win tickets is there all year long. Currently, Fleet Fox is at the Warner Grand Theatre on Thursday, April 12th. We've also got tickets for Calexico at the El Rey Theatre coming up in June, and a whole bunch more. You can view all the events and sign up for the free tickets at 885fm.org. Our weather today across the listening area, it's partly cloudy, a mix of sun and clouds through the day. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 70s inland in the valleys, and down the coast and along the beaches you'll be in the mid to upper 60s. Currently outside our Studio V here at Westfield Topanga in Woodland Hills right now it is 53 degrees. Downtown the same temperature, Santa Monica 58.
88.5 FM is giving away the ultimate night out with Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds. The ultimate night out package includes a pair of tickets to the Noel Gallagher's High Flying Bird Show on March 13th at the Orpheum Theater. Front row seats, access to a unique exhibition spanning Noel's 20 years in
And hello, everyone. Welcome to the show on this, well, I think it's a pretty nice day for weather out. I'll tell you all about that in just a moment. On our show today, Jim Wright is here, and he is one of the trustees with the South Orange County Community College District, and we're going to talk about all kinds of things. One of them is the exciting groundbreaking to the new stadium that's happening at Saddleback College. Also, Lisa's going to sit down with a couple guests from the guilds of the Segerstrom Center. Their masquerade ball is coming up. She's going to tell us all about that. Also, take you out to the Toshiba Golf Classic, which starts today and goes through the weekend out at the Newport Beach Country Club. And this is the senior tour, and you're all invited to go. If you want to go out there and watch some excellent golf, you can find out all about that. And then we'll take you out to the Nyx Nature Center. What a great few days to go out there and walk around. It's just perfect as we approach springtime. As far as meetings go today, we have two that are coming up. We have the Third Energy and Technology Committee at 1:30 in the Cypress Room. And then if you live over in the Towers, they're going to have their Finance Committee meeting at 2, and that's going to be in the conference room at the Towers. Now, I do want to tell you about a situation with the sun. Right now, just the way the sun's position is, for another day or two, you could see an interruption in your cable programming. This is because it interferes with the satellites that the networks have. It's nothing that we can control here. It happens really throughout this time of the year, throughout the western United States, and even beyond that. It happens where I live with my cable system. So if you see an intermittent outage, that's the cause for it. And I think it's going to last another couple days, and then it should be fine. It usually happens twice a year, usually in the early fall and then this time of the year. So again, nothing we can do about it, but if you get an outage, or you might see something that says no signal or something like that, that's what it is, and it should be over with in maybe a minute or two. All right, now let's talk about the weather and get a little bit more clouds in there today. More of that onshore marine layer over the next couple days, but still mild temperatures right down in the mid 70s, mid to low 70s of the next few days, as you can see. So not much change. Really, it's just going to be the amount of the marine layer that comes in, and then the clouds overnight, but just beautiful weather. Now, as we get to the weekend, though, we are looking at about a 60% chance of evening rain on Saturday. You'll start to see increasing clouds throughout the day. And as far as when that rain comes in, it looks more like after about 5, 6 o'clock or so. But it is a 60% chance. And then into Sunday. The Sunday rain probably, it looked at first like it might spill over into Monday. That might be with a little bit of drizzle, but most of that will clear out as far as probably the afternoon. So you're looking really Saturday evening maybe middle evening to late evening into Sunday. About a 60% chance. They are looking at maybe up to a ½ inch of rain, though. So a little bit more than predicted, because this is a system that's a warmer system. Warmer systems usually produce more rain. So remember, spring forward. When you go to bed Saturday night, don't forget to do that. Otherwise, you'll be behind the times. Let's look around at the weather throughout Orange County, and just some nice weather out there. Beach communities about 68 as an average, and if you're watching this in the morning, they have some cloud cover down there. Everywhere else in the mid to low 70s, Big Bear 51, and Palm Springs heating up to 80 degrees. So there you have it, just some beautiful weather. Go out and enjoy it, and we'll see how much rain we get. I think a quarter to a ½ inch is a pretty safe bet as we get to the weekend. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
Hi, I'm Susan Tuttle. I want to send out a huge thank you for those of you watching my morning exercise program. I'm convinced that the stretching that we do and the strength building is the reason I perform so well when I'm out playing on the pickleball courts. If you can't join our morning exercise program, just go to my website, purchase the DVD at susantuttlefitness.com. Stay active.
Turn your search into fun.
If your family is searching for a new car with better gas mileage, better features, and a better deal, then come to Nissan of San Juan Capistrano or Nissan of Irvine. Now, during the Master the Drive sales event, you can get 0% 60-month financing on a new 2017 Nissan Sentra SV or a new 2017 Nissan Altima. Plus, get $500 Nissan cash. Turn your family search into find at southocnissan.com.
Turn your search into fun.
South Bay Jewelry has established trust in Laguna Woods for over 35 years.
We are expert GIA gemologists and appraisers of jewelry, estates, watches, and valuables. It is evident that South Bay Jewelers' recipe of superior customer service, quality, and trust is the reason for continued success in Laguna Woods. We specialize in custom designing, bridal and anniversary, and watch and jewelry repairs, with all services done on the premises.
South Bay Jewelry, next door to OPA in Aliso Viejo.
Well, it's always nice to have a guest from the College District, and today we'd like to welcome back James Wright. And Jim, you've been doing this for quite a while now,
yes,
right?
Yes, I have. I've been a trustee now for 6 years. So.
And prior to that, didn't you? Am I right? Did you teach engineering?
I taught chemistry.
Chemistry, okay.
And then I was a dean for 14 years.
So you've been involved in education for quite a long time.
A long time. Plus, I had taught at the Air Force Academy for 16 years.
In Colorado?
In Colorado Springs.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
I had 3 tours at the Air Force Academy.
Wow.
So I was spoiled.
Yeah, that's a beautiful. Anyone, if you've not been to the academy up there, it's a great place to visit. And is it, I forget it, it's south of Denver, right?
It's south of Denver, just a little north of Colorado Springs.
Okay.
Just right outside of Colorado Springs.
And it's absolutely beautiful. Of course, they're noted for that cathedral.
Oh, yes.
That is there. That is absolutely gorgeous.
They couldn't afford to build that now.
No, they probably couldn't. Great place to go. And so is our local colleges, Saddleback and Irvine Valley, and of course, ATEP. And you're going to be talking about all those today.
I certainly am.
This is something, we're going to talk about some of the sports facilities first, right?
Yes. Well, we're first of all going to talk about the baseball field.
Yeah.
We had a grand reopening of it on February the 8th. Saddleback College held a grand opening of its baseball stadium after a major renovation project. The event included a pre-game ceremony followed by a game between Saddleback College and Cuesta College. Actually, Saddleback won that game.
Oh, very good.
The renovation included improvements to the field, stands, press box, and baseball offices of this 600-person capacity stadium.
That's really nice.
I was there.
Yeah, I bet. Good game?
Yes.
It's always good when the home team wins.
Oh, yes,
but,
it is.
But still, that was a facility that certainly needed some renovation.
It did. It did.
And moving on to something else even more exciting is the new stadium. You have the groundbreaking that's coming up on Monday.
It's going to occur on Monday at 4:30 at the stadium in the afternoon. The stadium was originally built in 1969.
Wow.
And so it needed renovation.
Yeah.
It really does. And what they're going to do is that they're going to make it, they're going to expand it so it will seat 8,000.
Wow.
It'll have 8,000 seats, almost double the number it has right now. The restrooms are going to be legal. They're going to have restrooms there.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go across to the other buildings. There's going to be a 9-lane running track, a brand new concession stand, the ability to host CIF Southern Section requirements for semifinal postseason games, new press box, athletic team meeting rooms, synthetic turf, new scoreboard. It's going to be a wonderful facility.
That is really nice.
Really
Wi-Fi, I see. Yeah.
Yes.
Now, the groundbreaking begins
at 4:30.
Okay, on Monday.
On Monday.
How long will this renovation take?
We hope to have it done by the fall of 2019.
Okay. Now, during that time, where will it's the Gauchos, right?
The Gauchos,
where will
the
they
football
play?
team will probably play at the high school.
Mission? Okay.
Mission Viejo High School.
Okay.
They're working on that.
All right. Well, that happens. I mean,
Sure.
that happened with the Rams, right?
Sure.
If it can happen with the Rams, where you're just playing at a temporary place for a while, it can happen with the Gauchos.
But the groundbreaking takes place on Monday, and the construction hopefully will take place very soon after.
That'll be really nice. Looking forward to that. Now, over at IVC,
they had a celebration. They had
yeah.
what they call their homecoming celebration, and it included this year a dance, a semi-formal dance. That was on Friday, February the 9th, and then they had a basketball game on Tuesday, February the 13th, and I happened to be at that basketball game.
And
also.
they played Saddleback College.
They played Saddleback College, so it was good. The homecoming king and queen were crowned during halftime of the homecoming basketball team between Irvine Valley College, as we said, Lasers, and Saddleback College Gauchos.
Very good.
Good event.
Yeah, it sounds like it. And then also, Ward's Dinner is coming up this weekend.
This weekend, Irvine Valley College is having their Foundation Awards Dinner. It's going to be Saturday, March the 10th. Tickets and sponsorships opportunities are available, and should be a great event.
So this is something that's open to the public?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good.
There's a website right there that they can go to and get some information on it.
So. Okay, and that's at IVC Foundation at ivc.edu.
Correct.
So you can get more information there.
Correct.
And now let's talk about another ribbon cutting ceremony
another
coming
event
up next
that we're
month.
very proud of. We've been working with ATEP for a long time. ATEP is the Advanced Technology and Educational Park. It's up at Tustin on Wednesday, April the 13th from 9 to 11 a.m. The South Orange County Community College District will host a grand opening celebrating Irvine Valley College first building. It's called the Advanced Technology and Educational Park. At the Advanced Technology and Educational Park, which is known as ATEP. And ATEP is a 61-acre site as part of the 1,606-acre Tustin Legacy. This building will be 32,000 square feet. It will be called IDEA, and that stands for Integrated Design, Engineering, and Automation. It will be the hub of the college's career technical education programs and will offer classes in engineering, drafting, design, modeling, and rapid prototyping.
And there's a lot involved with this, isn't there?
There is. We're very happy to be able to do this. we'll be having classes starting this next fall.
And judging by just some of the tech that will be here and the facilities, I'm sure they'll get into 3D modeling and just all kinds of things.
We've got plans to build other buildings there and to really develop ATEP.
Yeah, it's going to be very nice.
It's very nice.
And again, that'll take about 2 years, am I right?
Well, the building is going to be dedicated.
Oh, it's going to be dedicated.
And
Excuse
so
me. I'm thinking of the other one.
Yeah, and the others are going to, we're working on it right now.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I know there's a couple more coming.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, probably.
The health
probably going
science,
to be about 6 once it's.
Yes, the health sciences at Saddleback College wants to do some work there and build a building. And
yeah, that's the one I was thinking.
For the health sciences.
All right. Now, the next board meeting, you're going to go over the board meeting you just had.
We had a board meeting.
Some
I want
highlights.
to spend just a couple of minutes on it. One of the things that we had at our last board meeting, which was on February the 26th, we had the executive directors from both Saddleback College Foundation and Irvine Valley College Foundation gave us a financial summary and accomplishments for the 2016-2017 fiscal year. Both colleges have seen an increase in total income and were able to raise funds to provide 1,432 students scholarships, totaling almost $1 million.
Yeah, fantastic.
Which was fantastic, yes. We also had a short briefing on safety because of the things that have been happening in Portland, Florida high school. The high school there, where 17 students were killed. What we have done is each college now has either installed or they're in the process of installing electronic doors so that they'll close from the inside.
Okay.
So that's happening at IVC, I know, and Saddleback is starting to be doing that. And they are also going to install cameras. We're very lucky that we have police coverage 24/7 around the clock, and our policemen are armed.
Yeah.
I remember one of my first things is when I became a dean at Saddleback College, there was a discussion about whether the policemen should carry weapons, but it's good that they do.
All right, yeah, that is.
It makes us feel safe. And then also we will have 2 study abroad programs, one in Santander, Spain, and the other in Ireland.
All right.
And those are open.
Very good. And now some upcoming events.
Just a couple
College.
of upcoming events. Saddleback College is going to be having on Friday, March the 9th, a big band swing thing. McKinney Theater, $30 for general admission, $50 for couples. And this is always a wonderful event.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, great. Then IVC is going to be having something that I want to go to. They're going to be having a play. It's called Our Town. Our Town is a winning play that has been around for years. And it will open at IVC, Irvine Valley College, on Thursday, April the 5th at 8 p.m.
Okay. And that will be over several nights?
Yes, it will be.
Okay.
It will be.
All right. So that's something you can check out. And they always do great events at both colleges.
Oh,
they do
you
quite
bet.
a bit.
We always have a lot going on at both colleges.
Yeah, great talent down there.
Yes.
As far as the arts department, really all the departments, but
right.
The arts department is the one that the public can go and watch and see.
Bet. There's usually something going on almost every week. So.
Yeah, there is. Well, very good. That's all exciting stuff. Looking forward to that new stadium.
We are.
I think that'll be very nice.
It'll be a showplace, hopefully, for South Orange County.
Yeah, and as you said, it will go far beyond just football there, and even track and field.
Right.
You'll be able to do all kinds of outdoor
maybe
events.
hold concerts and things like that.
Very good.
Right.
Always good to see you, sir.
Thank
Say
you.
hi to everyone over there for me.
I will.
And we'll see you next time. Remember, you can find out more information. Go to their website, soccd.edu. From there, you can get to all their different events and colleges and find out more about this and maybe get involved with some of their foundations, either IVC or Saddleback. You can see how it helps so many students, over 1,400 students in their scholarships, and it's much needed, so help out if you can. We'll be back.
You are loved one is struggling, trying to maintain independence in their home, ActiCare can help. Our caregivers provide home care services to relieve the strain placed on family and make staying at home possible. Don't let another day go by without getting the care they deserve.
We can provide your loved one the care they need and motivation, and give you peace of mind. Please call to set up a free care consultation.
ActiCare, responsive in-home care. Your first day is free.
Welcome back. I have Jeff Purser, who's the Executive Director of Hogue Charity Sports, and we're talking to him about the Toshiba Classic here at the beautiful Newport Beach Country Club. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
This is so beautiful, all the new construction.
It's amazing, isn't it? Quite a difference from a couple of years ago.
Absolutely. When we walked up, it's so nice.
Yeah, we constantly get from the tour players that this is without question the best clubhouse that they visit each year. So it's nice to have the event in a place like this.
Tell me a little bit about the Toshiba Classic and being here at the Newport Beach Country Club.
Yeah, so the Toshiba Classic has been here for 22 years, although it's 20th year that Hogue Hospital has been the host and operator of it. It's one of the great stops on tour. It's a little different than a lot of modern new golf courses. You know, an old style traditional Parklands golf that's been around a long time. Players love it. The atmosphere is great. You know, again, look how beautiful this place is.
Yeah.
So it's become a great popular stop on the PGA Champions Tour. We get the best field of the year because of it, and so it's going to be a great year this year too.
Okay, good. And I know that we're hearing some construction in the background, so you guys are setting up, right?
Yeah, it takes about 6 weeks to set up.
Okay.
And I tell people that we're not all that different than a team operation, you know, major league team. We work year round to operate the event. Our season's 9 days instead of 6 months.
Right.
And we have to construct an entire stadium every year.
Right.
And so that's a big process.
It is, and I mean, looking around, they sure have an awful lot to put together.
We do. I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of square feet that we have to construct in tents and flooring.
Yeah.
But you know, our structures for hospitality, they include heating, air conditioning, cable service, televisions. You know, we're putting up special suites for all the customers and sponsors, and that takes a long time. It's a big process.
We're going to talk a little bit about some of those specialties later on in our discussion.
Yeah.
So obviously there's some charities involved, and Hogue Hospital is a big part of that. Tell me about them.
So Hogue Hospital, again, the host and operator, and so the vast majority of what we raise from the net proceeds from the tournament benefit Hogue. And the last several years, we've benefited the Mary and Dick Allen Diabetes Center at Hogue. We've benefited the Hogue Heart and Vascular Institute, the Hogue Cancer Institute, the Hogue Women's Health Institute in years past. It just depends on where the funds are needed in the hospital at that time. But in our 20 years, again, including this year, we've raised well over $20 million for charity, and the vast majority have gone to Hogue. So we're proud of that. Yeah.
Well, that's great. And how, you know, how do your funds get distributed? So is that from sponsorship? Is it from attendance?
The majority of our income, our funding comes from sponsorships, corporate sponsorships, doing everything from entertaining, pro-ams, promotion and advertising, those kind of things. Ticket sales are a nice piece of it, a little bit extra. Food and beverage sales, those kind of things. So it really is corporate funded, although it's a public event. And hopefully we'll have about 80,000 people out here over the 3-day period or 5-day period attending the event and enjoying the golf. So.
I'm sure they will. It sounds like you have a good lineup too.
Let's
talk a little bit about, you mentioned obviously you need a lot of people to put this thing together.
Yeah.
So talk about your volunteers. How does that work?
Yeah. Volunteers are essential on a PGA Tour event. And it goes back years and years and years. That's how these things were built way back when the tour was starting. We'll have about 750 volunteers in total. We've got probably about 40 committees. Those committees are run by committee chairs who work, if not year-round, close to year-round, helping us organize, contact the volunteers, get their schedules to them, and manage them on site. And then, you know, I would say probably close to 25,000 total hours of time are committed to us by those volunteers. So it's crucial, and we've got a great group of volunteers, great leaders that have helped us do that, and so, you know, we're grateful to them, obviously.
That's great. So let's talk a little bit about the volunteers that you just mentioned. How do you get involved? I often see older folks doing it. So.
Yeah. Well, again, we need about 750 volunteers, so we reach across a broad spectrum of avenues to try and find those volunteers. And it's real easy to get involved. Just you can register online to volunteer and kind of pick your committee. We do have quite a few retirees. They have the time to give, and it's of interest to them. They stay active, and it's a fun time. You know, they're out here with friends, enjoying the time. You know, they get food and beverage and tickets and all that kind of stuff. So it's a neat week for them. We have a lot of people who have done it for many, many years, and they look forward to it every year.
So golfers out there, you guys can be really close to some of these professionals when you're out on the course volunteering.
Well, they're the closest to them.
That's right.
So yeah, it's we call it the best seat in the house. And there's really some neat committees. You know, everyone knows the marshals where they're saying quiet, please don't go there. But you could walk inside the ropes and score for them. You can carry the standards. You could help us with admissions. There's many, many roles, and they're all fun and enjoyable. And so we always need help.
I like it.
Yeah.
So there's tons of things to do. You have special events. Tell me about some of those.
Yeah, we have a lot of special events. The one that is a big focus for us now is our Military Appreciation Day, and we've got some great sponsors, including Microsemi and many others in the community. It's a day where we honor the people that have served or currently serve. We offer 4 free tickets for anybody that is part of the military. Come to the gate. You can register online as well at our website. And then we also provide food and beverage for them for the day. So it's just a way to thank them for their service. We also have some sponsors for that day, and we'll give money to some of our military causes, including Open Hearts for Purple Hearts, the 1-1 Foundation here in Newport Beach, and a few others. So we talked about charity earlier, and the vast majority of the funding goes to Hogue in terms of the profits. But we carve out some money for some secondary charities, and military is a big cause of ours now as well.
Great, great. I think that's super. And what about other days? Like you have student days?
Yeah, we do. We have student day on Sunday. So normally during the week, 11 and under, kids 11 and under get in for free. And then on the final round Sunday, which that's when you most want to come, we have extended that to be our Student Appreciation Day, and that's 18 and under get in for free.
Okay.
And so we're love to have as many kids out here as we can. There's putting contests and games for them to participate in, and we think it's a great time for grandparents to come out with their grandkids too, if they're golf fans.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah.
How many girls do you see out here in terms of students? Do you see a lot of girls now?
We're seeing more.
Okay.
We're seeing more. Yeah. You know, it's a men's golf tournament, so it might be a little more skewed men, but you know, over the last 20 or 30 years, culture in America's changed, and we have a lot of females that participate in sports, and we love seeing that. So we're seeing more and more of it. Yeah.
I think it's good sometimes for them to see just some of the differences, because sometimes the guys might hit harder than the girls, or different techniques.
Yeah, well, most golfers don't hit like the guys on tour. They hit like the LPGA players, and they can learn a lot more from them than the guys. So I wish I could get my daughter to play, but she's all about soccer.
All about soccer. Well, that's all right.
That's
She can do golf for fun on the side.
Absolutely.
Talk about a partner of yours, Blue Shield of California.
Yeah, Blue Shield of California is a new partner of ours. They have some great programs for us, including they're partnering with Hogue to provide the Blue Shield Hogue Health Village right at the main gate, where people can learn about some of the healthcare opportunities and services at Hogue Hospital. And then Blue Shield has kind of a fun thing that they're doing where you can take professional pictures for either literally your work and passports and those kind of things, or just for fun. So it's a neat thing that they're doing. But they also, right there at the 9th green, have a senior section bleacher that they sponsored, only for seniors. Okay. So a great opportunity to get out of the sun, because those are shaded. And the 9th hole, we finished playing on the 9th hole as well as the 18th. So it's a great spot right by the main gate. Don't have to walk very far either. And right by the Coca-Cola zone, which is all the food and beverage. So it's a great spot for that. And they're also sponsoring the shaded bleachers on the 18th green as well. So keep people out of the sun and safe.
Right,
so,
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like there's an awful lot to do. Not just watching the golfers, but there's other things you can participate in.
Yeah, we have the Pau Maui Hawaiian Village down between 10 and 18, and we're roasting a pig each day. So
Are you really?
A Hawaiian theme.
Wow, I like it.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that there was vodka that was made in Hawaii.
I didn't either till we met them.
That's great.
But it's actually very good.
Let's talk about some of the details. Parking, shuttles. Tell me about how that works.
Yeah, the best part about being here at Newport Beach Country Club is that we have parking in close proximity. You can go to a lot of events where you have a long shuttle ride, but everything's within a couple of minutes. So we park down at the dunes, That's an official lot. And then on the weekend, we have parking all along Fashion Island Mall. Just a short little shuttle ride down, a minute or two, right to the front gate, and it's very, very convenient. So when people come down to the Fashion Island, Newport Beach area, they'll see parking signs all over the place. It is on our website, like you mentioned, but it's convenient and easy for everyone.
So how many players do you have coming out, and tell me who they are?
Yeah, so we have 78 players that play on the Champions Tour event, and we're pretty excited because we have all of the top players that are eligible to play. Fred Couples, of course, making a return. Bernhard Longer, Player of the Year, seems like 10 years in a row. John Daly will be back. He's always popular. Everyone loves to see Daly. We're excited because Tom Watson just committed. And Tom, obviously one of the great players of all time, World Golf Hall of Famer. We have a lot of new players coming out that we're excited about too. Jose Maria Lothobal and Miguel Angel Jimenez, great Ryder Cup players from Spain. David Toms, Jerry Kelly. We're hopeful Steve Stricker will be making it, so a lot of rookies coming out. So a lot of great names along with some of the ones we've known for a long time and have played here many years. So.
I saw Freddie Couples out at La Costa many years ago, so I'm really excited to see him out here.
So is everybody.
Yeah,
so, yeah
he's a big draw.
Yeah, he's one of the biggest draws and really in history. So, and he lives right here, and this is one of his favorite events. Of course, he's won twice, so we're looking forward to having him back.
And then John, he just hits the heck out of that ball.
John is such a naturally gifted golfer, and he drove the first green all 3 days last year. He played really well. He won in Houston, his first event just last spring, so we're hopeful he plays well here, and we're looking forward to having him too.
Some very exciting
players. And John Daly is actually going to do a concert out on the 17th green with a friend of his, wrapping up the military day on Saturday.
Oh.
So he plays guitar and sings. That's one of the things he loves in life. So anybody that wants to stick around after play, immediately after play on Saturday, we'll have the concert on the 17th green. We call it Party on the Pond with John Daly.
I like that.
That's where you could have some Pau Maui vodka.
Yeah. Oh, well, there you go. Pau Maui vodka and John Daly playing the guitar.
It's as good as it gets.
Nice, I'll say.
Yeah.
And Newport, nonetheless.
There you go.
Excellent. Well, thank you. I really appreciate all the information.
Thanks for having us again.
And we're looking forward to coming out to the Toshiba Classic.
Very good. I hope everyone from Laguna Woods comes and joins us.
If you have any questions or need additional details, you can go to toshibaclassic.com. And we'll be right back after this.
Dr. Christine Chung with 7-Day Dental has served Laguna Woods for 17 years. Her office is close, her staff is the best, and she offers great discounts for Laguna Woods.
I have been a patient of Dr. Christine Chung at 7-Day Dental for 15 years. She and her staff are exceptional.
You may know me from Village Television. I would not go anywhere else for dental care than 7-Day Dental.
7-Day Dental, simply your best choice.
Hi, welcome back. The Guilds at the Segerstrom Center for the Arts plays a big part in fundraising and support for programs. I have Diana Hardy, who is here to talk about the Guilds and fundraising and all sorts of fun things.
Yeah, and we've got a big intimate fundraiser coming up in a couple of weeks, the end of March.
Right.
And it's working out to be quite an interesting event. One of the things we do for the last 6 years, we've held it at the Duck Club in Irvine.
Right.
And I always like the Duck Club because it's a way of getting away from all the hustle bustle of Orange County.
Right.
And you feel like you're in the country because
Right.
it's right there by San Joaquin Marsh. And way off in the distance, you see the big buildings. And so it should be a fun event because we always have a good group of people and members of the guilds and their guests, and there'll be about 100 people there.
Right, and we'll talk about all the details of the masquerade ball after we talk about the most important thing, which would be the guilds. Tell me a little bit about the various guilds and how that works.
Well, I belong to Carmen Chapter, and I've been a member since maybe the late 80s. We're part of the West Area Guild.
Right.
And which is all there's about 7 area guilds within Orange County, and then you have ultimately the guilds of Segerstrom Center for the Arts.
Okay, and we have a guild here where we're looking at it right now, so it's called From the Wings.
Yes.
And how many people are in that one? Do you know?
Oh gosh, the last I heard there were about 75.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, and they do a lot of different bus trips and things. They got a couple of trips planned for going to LA to the Getty and down, up to Long Beach.
Okay. Okay. And then you said that, and then we were talking about how the guilds have raised, you know, quite a bit of money.
Yeah, since their inception in the late 70s, they've raised over $16 million. And a lot of it is just the little small intimate fundraisers that we do. There's one big fundraiser every year, and we've got one coming up in May, the beginning of May, afternoon on the bay at Balboa Bay Club.
Okay.
So there's a lot of different things that the Guild's members do. There's like 19 different chapters with over 1,000 members. And it's one of the biggest support organizations for a nonprofit performing arts group here in Southern California. And it's a format that's been emulated by arts organizations across the country.
I bet.
So it's a very prestigious group.
Well, and it sounds like it takes a village to support how much is really going on in all those different entities.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the money also goes to programs like what, education and.
Right.
Okay.
You know, we have all kinds of different education programs. One of the things we firmly believe in is using the arts to help teachers build understanding of math and science and use the arts to help inform their students.
Right.
And so the center has like 75 at least professional artists on their roster that they can call upon and send out to the schools for hands-on activities and to create excitement with the kids and help the teachers in their professional development to convey the information to their students. We also have different things like a partnership with Cal State Fullerton that it's called Avenues to Learning, where they deal with the local schools. They deal with all of their students, the student teachers, helping them to grow professionally in teaching.
Right.
So
good.
Yeah.
And what about there was a Disney program too?
Oh yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah. This is fun. This is something that's happened in the last couple of years. We've had a number of schools are chosen each year to put on Disney musicals, and it helps the teachers. They bring in different people to help the teachers create these musicals, and the kids work together, and it builds camaraderie and teamwork within the kids, helps them advance their skills in music and dance.
Right.
And
you get to go to Disneyland.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of that's a perk, right? That's fun. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Now you also you know, as part of the education, you were talking about anatomy of a piano. Tell me how that works.
Well, some of the things that the guilds are involved in, one of the things that is near and dear to my heart is a way of creating the 1,000-member group to volunteer for some of these functions. They bring in kids, they bus in kids from the different schools, and it's called Children at the Center.
Okay.
And this particular show was a couple of weeks ago, and it was so much fun because I volunteered as an usher, and there were 300 kids in Samueli Hall, and we had to get them all seated, make sure that you don't have 2 kids trying to squeeze into one chair.
Which I know they like to do, right?
3 to 5-year-olds, make sure their shoelaces are tied, and just try to help them enjoy the program without any situations happening.
Right, and 300 kids in one spot. I can imagine how nerve-wracking that must be.
Yeah, But that's small, that's
Yeah.
peanuts, because we got one coming up every year that Alvin Ailey comes in. They do a special 1-hour program for students in the area, and we bus in like 3,000 students.
Yeah.
And they're anywhere from 3rd grade on up to 12th grade.
Great.
And we have to get them all seated, and Mrs. So-and-so, I have to go to the bathroom. And you have different things like that, and you have kids sitting together that shouldn't be sitting together.
Right.
And so we have to work to handle those issues too.
Well, thank goodness you have enough, people to help out with that.
Right.
And then also, you have partnerships that I'm sure are also very intricate to your program. Tell me about those.
Well, one of the things that the center has tried to do is to create this image of a center without boundaries. So they're working with the Alzheimer's Association, and they have special programs for those people to help them build their social and cognitive skills. We have a new program with CASA, so the foster kids can have these special programs. We go out to Camp Pendleton, and we have special programs for our military.
Right.
All different kinds of things. Right. And Children's Hospital of Orange County is another one that they send their roster of professional artists in to help the kids.
Gosh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's a great program. I mean, all of the things you've been talking about. And they've been around for a while, right?
Yeah, yeah. And then we have different things like the School of Dance and Music for kids with disabilities, kids with autism, kids with cerebral palsy.
Something for everyone.
Yeah.
It sounds fabulous.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the fundraiser that you have coming up, the Masquerade Ball. I know we have a little flyer, and that kind of shows everybody what it's about, but why don't you tell me some of the fun details that, we have some pictures, so let's talk about what happened last time.
Well, last year was Mardi Gras, so we were heavily involved with the King and Queen. That's Gail Daniels and Jerry Goodrow and Adams. Lois Adams.
Lois, yes. I put the names there.
Yes, thank you.
Because I know we might
pictures,
forget.
But I can never remember names.
And who's next? Let's go to our next slide and see what we've got, because we've got all sorts of fun stuff. Look at that.
Yeah, and this is Martha. She's hysterical. She's an ER doc.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
And then look at this right here. We've got him playing some fun music.
And that was, he's not Bruce Babad, but we had a really good Dixieland jazz group in there.
Fun.
And we had the little parade with the King and Queen.
Right,
And
there's some more fun things. So costume is optional, right?
Right. This year, costume is optional.
Okay.
I'm hoping to dig out a sari that I had at one point, and the problem is trying to figure out how to put it on. But anybody, you can dress as Winston Churchill, you can dress as anybody that appeals to you, or you can dress as Spider-Man or Wonder Woman for all I care.
Well, that will be very fun.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see. So next time, or this time, don't forget to get pictures, and if you guys can get a video, that way we can maybe show something for next time when you're here. And then it's going to be, what's the date of the Masquerade Ball?
It's March 29th.
March 29th,
it's Thursday evening.
Right.
Maybe 3 weeks from this Thursday.
Right, and then they have to get tickets and RSVP by next Thursday.
Well,
March 15th, you guys are a little flexible?
17th.
March 17th, okay.
Yeah.
All right, great.
St. Patrick's Day.
Okay, so then you've heard it, St. Patrick's Day. That's what we need to do.
Yeah.
All right, well, wonderful. Well, thank you so much. It was really nice to meet you and hear all about the guilds. And if you want to participate with the guilds or to find out about the Masquerade Ball, you guys are going to call Diana Howe at the number that you see on your screen. And that way they can participate in either the ball or the guilds. We'll be right back after this.
I am so pleased to welcome you to JTV. We're a 24/7 home shopping network focused exclusively on jewelry and gemstones. And because we believe every woman deserves to be lifted up, we love to help her sparkle, keep her informed, and make her smile. Our viewer is passionate about jewelry and gemstones, and we share her passion. Because of that, she keeps coming back, making us one of the top retailers in the United States. We sell extraordinary products at extraordinary prices. Welcome to JTV.
Well, hello, folks. Once again, we are out here in the beautiful Laguna Canyon. It's been, maybe 2 or 3 years since we've come out here to speak to the folks who run this facility and enjoy the beautiful nature out here. I am with Hallie Jones. Now, she's the executive director of the Laguna Canyon Foundation. Good to see you again.
Great to see you. Thanks so much for spending the time out here.
Oh, we love it, and we're so fortunate to come out here on such a beautiful day. And this is so close to the community here. It's really a treasure. First, tell me an overview of Laguna Canyon Foundation. What do you folks do?
Sure. So we were founded in 1990 with one goal, which was to acquire open space and make sure that it was going to be protected in perpetuity for all of us to benefit from. Our mission has really changed over the last 10 years to more one of education and stewardship. So working on the land itself, making sure that the trails are maintained, the habitat is restored, and people start to learn a little bit more about how special this open space is, the incredible wildlife we have out here, and learn what an important role each of us play in protecting it.
And fortunately, right here where we're standing is the Nyx Nature Center. And tell us about that. When did that get built?
Absolutely. So the Nyx Nature Center was named after James and Rosemary Nyx, who were residents of Laguna Woods, wonderful supporters of the open space and of this facility in particular. It was built, I think it was open to the public in 2007, and it really is a wonderful gateway into the open space. It's very accessible to people of all different abilities. You can come out here, just spend some time seeing the incredible open space. You can go for some easy hikes if you'd like, or something a little bit more challenging if you're interested.
Yeah, even though there's some very easy hikes right around here, which are very nice, people forget that this goes all the way down close to the beach area, so people can go up on the bluffs and all and really take some extensive hikes if that's what they want.
Absolutely. We have over 42 miles of trails, and there's 22,000 acres of open space in this area, which is incredible for coastal Southern California. There's not really an area like this anywhere else in the region. It does extend all the way into Crystal Cove State Park, so you can stand on the bluffs and look at the ocean. You can go all the way from these mountains inland and spend the whole day out here.
So who actually operates this facility? We're close proximity to Laguna Beach. You mentioned Crystal Cove, which of course is Corona del Mar, Newport area. Is it you folks? Is it the Orange County Parks? Is it the cities?
So Laguna Canyon Foundation really is a support organization for OC Parks. So Orange County Parks operates this facility, the Nyx Nature Center, and much of this contiguous open space. Laguna Canyon Foundation exists to make their jobs easier. So we support the rangers with whatever they need help with, just kind of give them that extra bit of help, whether it's through maintaining trails or just being out another set of eyes and ears out in the open space.
And then the funding, of course, goes to what we're standing on here and the building and maintaining. And what's really important is the educational centers, right?
Absolutely. So we have a Title I schools program education program, which actually brings kids from underprivileged neighborhoods, largely in Santa Ana, out into the open space to start to understand a little bit more that this wilderness exists as a resource for all of us. We also have public education. So we have free guided hikes, birding hikes, geology hikes, native plant hikes, for people just to come out and learn a little bit more about our wilderness.
Yeah, we just saw a group here just a few minutes ago. Now, I also understand you are down the road, you're going to be building, or in the process of opening soon, a new administration building that may have some resources there as well, right?
Absolutely. We're so thrilled about this stage in Laguna Canyon Foundation's history. For the first time, we're actually building our own headquarters in the open space, right off of Phillip Street in Laguna Beach. It's a 3-acre parcel on 100 acres of zoned open space right next to Aliso and Wood Canyons Wilderness Park. So it's going to have a native plant garden, an interpretive trail, as well as, you know, headquarters for our restoration work and our trail work and all those good things.
And I would assume that if somebody has the ability to, they could start here and end up down there, right, in a hike?
Absolutely. It's a little tricky crossing Laguna Canyon Road. So if you can figure out the way to do that safely and legally, you're fine crossing the street. We definitely recommend that people stay within one side or the other of Laguna Canyon Road. So either on the Laguna coast side where we are right now, or over on the Aliso and Wood side, which is just across the road.
Yeah, that's a very good tip. Now, as far as your hours here, are you open every day, year round?
So the parks themselves are open 365 days a year, with the exception of rain days. We do close for rain. They're open generally from about 8 a.m. till about sunset. Now the Nyx Nature Center has more limited hours. So the Nyx Nature Center is open 9 to 5, Monday through Sunday.
All right, what's the website? If people want to go on and figure out how they can take part in this or maybe help out, Laguna Canyon Foundation, just Google that and we'll find it?
Absolutely. Our website is lagunacanyon.org, and I also always recommend that people spend some time on ocparks.com as well, which is a wonderful website.
All right, Hallie, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to come out here. And folks, this is just right in your backyard, so it's a very easy drive to get here. And especially if you come during the week, there's usually plenty of parking. There might be a lot of school groups out here, but that shouldn't be a problem if you want to come here and visit. And great times of the year, of course, the spring and the fall. I heard the spring flowers were just beautiful. And you can come out here and take a very easy walk, not even really a hike if you want. If you want something more, the hills are all behind me here. You can spend as much time as you want. And maybe you'll meet Hallie, and maybe you'll end up helping with the Laguna Canyon Foundation. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much.
I'm Dr. Ray Floberg, and I want to welcome you to our brand new facility here in Laguna Woods. We've been serving the community since 2006, and we're super excited to bring you an awesome team of doctors, Dr. Jackson, Dr. Asaturians, Dr. Vian, and myself, here to serve you in our brand new state-of-the-art facility. Call us in the morning and we'll get you in the same day, guaranteed.
Well, we have got a couple really good movies coming for you in the next few days, and one that is an Academy Award winner, and that is Coco, which is an excellent movie from Disney Pixar Animation, and I think it's one of the best that they have ever done, to be honest with you. The music won as well, and it's just a great story about an aspiring musician, a little Miguel, and he's confronted by his family's ancestral ban on music in all places, Mexico, and he even says that in the movie. He can't figure out why, just this musical town, musical family, heritage, and they've banned music. Well, he enters the land of the dead to find his great-great-grandfather, a legendary singer, and the animation in this is just unbelievable. In fact, what they did at one point is they took GoPro cameras, strapped them to guitars, so they could get the fingering on the guitars exact.
Oh, isn't that
And
great?
then they do not rotoscope, which is a technique that Disney has never used. So they go in and redo it. But it's just, I saw the backstory to this, and it just fascinating. Anthony Gonzalez is the boy who is the voice of the character Miguel, and Gal Garcia Bernal is Hector, which is his land of the dead kind of a friend who befriends him, and very good, and I really did enjoy that. So that'll be Friday at 2 o'clock and at 7 o'clock.
Very good. And then we have Same Kind of Different as Me, which has Greg Kinnear and Renee Zellweger. And it is basically about a successful businessman, Ron Hall, and his wife, Deborah. They discover a renewed sense of purpose when they begin to volunteer at a local mission in Fort Worth, Texas. Their lives change forever when they develop an unlikely friendship with Denver Moore, who is a homeless man who inspires them to save their struggling marriage. So, you know, sounds very interesting. Renee Zellweger, seen a lot of things with her, and Greg Kinnear as well. And that'll be on Monday, March 12th. And that was directed by Michael Carney, PG-13. And that is, did I say Monday, March 12th? I think I did. Okay, so Monday, March 12th, that's when it's going to air. And that is brought to you by South County Lexus.
And is this Renee Zellweger's first movie with her new face?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
I think if you saw her there, you were going, wait, that's not Renee Zellweger.
Oh, well,
Remember
you
last
know.
year she got the whole redo.
Thanks for reminding us, Ken.
Yeah.
I'm sure she would love that if she was watching.
Well, who knows? Maybe she is. You know, we got a couple events we want to tell you about, and one I'll go through quickly because it's the Alzheimer's OC Club that is happening on March 12th at 10 a.m. over at the Performing Arts Center in room 2. And the topic is Memories in the Making, a fine arts program for people with dementia. And on Friday, I believe it's on Friday, Dan Daly from the Alzheimer's OC is going to be here and talk more about that. So that's going to be a great event to go to. But I want to quickly get to the Health and Wellness Expo, right? Right.
Now, the Health and Wellness Expo is today, and so it already started at 10 o'clock, and that's going to go until 3. That is in Clubhouse number 2. They're going to have vendors from all over outside of the area, and you'll be able to probably get some goodies there and some fun tchotchkes and learn all about different types of things because they have different speakers as well. So that'll be fun, and you know, you might see some really interesting things out there.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
It'll be a lot of fun.
And I'm going to tell you the weather quickly because you have a little special.
I have something special later, so you do the weather and come right back.
All right, so interrupt me if I go too long on the weather because the weather, pretty much what we saw yesterday, over the next few days, the difference is got a little bit more of that marine layer coming in overnight and into the mornings. But overall, it's going to be very nice in the mid to low 70s. And as I said, do expect rain to come in this weekend. More than likely, it looks like Saturday evening sometime. I can't tell you exactly when yet, over into Sunday. But now they're looking at maybe up to a ½ inch because this is a warm system. Warm systems produce more rain. Now, let's go back to Lisa.
Okay, so we have something very fun for you. Be the first person to email us at village.television@vmsinc.org for 2 free tickets for the Toshiba Classic, which opened today and it's going to go through Sunday. So I've got 2 free tickets, so don't forget to email us. And coming up tomorrow, we have the VMS Director Update, Jennifer Carmarker with the Globe headlines, and Cheryl Lomatch Barrett with the Emeritus Institute. And we'll be right back. Oh, no, we won't. We'll be back tomorrow.
Can I email for those tickets? No?
No.
I'm not eligible.
Not eligible.
Oh, well.
We'll
You
see
try,
tomorrow.
though, right now.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Mama used to. 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 Mama used to.